So members of the Better Today community are doing just that, and some in larger scales than others. But it all makes a difference. Some of the members of the Better Today community simply listen to these shows and they pass them along. They send links and say, hey, listen, Steve did a good show about this. Why don't you check out this link? Or, hey, listen, Steve and I don't know, Neil Donald Walsh of Conversations with God had a great interview. Why don't you check it out? Passing along information, passing along empowering information is one of the greatest gifts you can give somebody. Those around me know that I often give as gifts books. I give out books because I think books are incredibly empowering. Some of the information in these books, although many of the authors are very flawed, just like I am, just like you are. The information there is incredible, and if you really take it in, if some of it hits you because it's the right time for it to hit you, everything in your life can change and change the lives of those around you. So the A Better Today community continues to grow. People join. You can check out abettertoday.com for more information about it. Again, there's no membership fee. There's really no place to even sign up. We love hearing about you. Tell us who you are and where you're from, but there's really no place to sign up. Just a community of people who are dedicated to doing something different and participating in making it happen, not just waiting around and saying, hey, God, do something, or why doesn't somebody do something? They've stopped saying that, and they're actually just doing something. And along the way, they're making great friends, because once you focus your mind on being a certain way, you'll attract like-minded people. That's either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on your situation. But when you participate in something like the Better Today community, or any other community that focuses on bettering the society or yourself, it's amazing how many like-minded individuals you can actually meet. And there's all new relationships getting started out there because of the Better Today community and people participating. There's new groups focusing, whether it's a group in Australia or a group in Kansas. I mean, they're all over the place, and it's great to see. So again, hello, A Better Today community, and thank you for participating in this great work we do. Let's talk about daring to change and thrive. There's a few things I want you all to understand now. First thing, if you're not happy with where you are, you can absolutely change it. And whether psychologically, as far as your education goes, as far as your business goes, as far as even your monetary status, as far as any of that goes, anything in your life right now, you can change. Understand this. You have the power to change. But it's smart and it's more effective to change in a methodical way. Reckless change is irresponsible. And it's not lasting. Every great thing that has changed in our society, every great thing that's changed in your life has been through persistence. If you find yourself in a bad situation right now, it's because your bad habits have persistently created that situation. It isn't usually from one silly move or one bad habit move. It's years of bad choices. It's years of bad habits that usually get you in the situation that you're in. So understand that getting out of that situation, although not as lengthy as getting into it, sometimes will take some time. It'll take some time of good habit. I know that a lot of people get turned off by that because they may have read a book or seen a movie or heard a friend tell a story about how you can actually just, snap your fingers and it all changes right away. And no, although you can make a choice to change yourself today, although you can make the conscious choice to not make bad decisions today, it's still going to be a victory that will be won every single day. And it could happen in a week, it could happen in a month, and it could happen in 10 years. But if you stay on the path and you stay dedicated, it will happen. So the feedback's coming in already. It's AOL Instant Messenger. The screen name is ABT Radio Show. I'm definitely going to get to some feedback today. I know last week I said I would get to some feedback, and we just ran out of time with James Redfield. So I'm going to get to some feedback today. So keep it coming. I will definitely get to it after we come back from a break. But I want to talk to you a bit more before we go to break. I want to talk to you all about getting your mindset on change. Again, I use the word dare because I want you to meet this change defiantly. I want you to courageously face this change. But so many people are worried about change. Nobody likes change. You want something different, but you don't want change. It creates that conflict and why things don't usually change, because your desire to keep things the same is often stronger than your desire to change. Believe it or not. Most people say, well, I want to make more money, Steve. So how could you say that I don't desire to make more money? Right. You may desire to make more money, but you may not desire the education and the longer hours maybe, or the more difficult work that might be required for you to make more money. And we have to be truthful about this. If you really wanted to make more, there are steps you can take to make more. But your desire to keep things the same, what you're actually saying is, hey, I want to be doing the same thing I'm doing now and make more money. And ideally, most of us say, what? I'd rather be doing less than I'm doing now and make more money. Is that true? We have to face this. But the truth is it's not likely to happen. Not likely to happen at all. So I want you all to understand that as you decide on change, as you decide on daring to change and daring to thrive, I want you to not see the mountain, as they say. I want you to understand that it's a step-by-step process. And if you break it off, it becomes so much more manageable. Just break it off. You look at yourself, maybe you're 30, 40, 50 years old, and you look at something that you want to change that took 50 years to get like this. So you look at this huge something you want to change, 50 years worth of something, 50 years of mountain. And you look at it and say, well, how the heck am I going to change this? You don't have to change that. You don't have to change those 50 years. Just change today. Don't worry about climbing the mountain. Just worry about taking a step. Don't worry about crossing the ocean. Just get in the water. Don't worry about getting your degree. Just sign up for a class. Don't worry about the job market. Just get your resume ready. Don't worry about being sober. Just don't drink today. And understand that once you make that first step, from there, it's just one step at a time. I've told you before the most successful way that I would get my clients to lose weight is most of them see the mountain and say, holy crap, I got to lose 30 pounds. No, you don't. Don't try and lose 30 pounds. Just lose 1 pound. And you can do that 30 times. A lot easier than you can try and lose 30 pounds because it becomes a psychological game in which you are spiritually exhausted from the mental concept of the mountain you're climbing. You're spiritually exhausted from that concept instead of just saying, I just got to lose 1 pound. Makes it so much easier, doesn't it? So you lose that 1 pound, you feel good, and then you say, you know what? I got to lose 1 pound. And you lose that pound, you feel good, and you say, you know what? I got to lose 1 pound. And you keep going, and before you know it, you found a healthy way to become more fit, a healthy way to approach your goals, a healthy way to defiantly face and meet your challenges. You found a healthy way to courageously continue on your journey. And by the way, you also lost your 30 pounds. So remember, it's about taking that first step. It's about the only day you have any power, which is today. So it's about doing it today. So for those of you, as I start this talking about change and thriving and daring, and it sounds like we're going to enter into a fight, you absolutely are, but understand, it's not a huge thing that you're tackling. It's something very manageable. And you're going to realize, oh my God, I could have done this years ago if it was just presented to me in this way. So we're going to talk about it when we get back. You're listening to Empowered Living, Life, the Truth, and Being Free. I'm your host, Steve Maraboli. Hey, don't forget to check out our websites, bettertoday.com. Sign up for our newsletter while you're there. You can also check out stevemaraboli.com. And, of course, the website for this radio show is empoweredlivingradio.com.